Alright, YouTube, sorry for the bad audio quality in that last one. We're back. We're gonna do a part two, because I've really got to see more of this. I can't. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's real bad. It's real cringy. I need y'all to be here with me while I do this, so here we go. We gonna get it.
To kill Seth Rich. She described the 2018 midterm election as an Islamic invasion of our government. She called Democrats a global cabal of Satan-worshipping pedophiles. She harassed teenage survivors of school shootings and said that the shootings were
Called it 15 seconds after I fucking called it in that last one, and the video went on. He was gonna bring up David Hogg in that incident. Let's watch. Let's see if he plays it.
And remember, she also thought 9/11 was a hoax. How terribly patriotic. But wait, it gets worse. Green said that black people should be proud of Confederate monuments. She said Muslims don't belong in...
She is not wrong. We should be proud that they remember the history. I'm a little insulted by this. You want to deny my people's history here? And then tell us why we're so special. Do you see the flaw in that logic? Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? It's a huge flaw. It is a huge logical fallacy, and it's kind of shitty. So you want us to forget our history here so you could say it's all been oppressive? We are the most impressive race in all of America because we, by ourselves, with moderate help from Lincoln and a few others in his party, got ourselves some freedom. I mean, there were black people working on getting freedom for the whole group way before Lincoln considered it. So, I mean, we're a pretty amazing group of people out here. I'm just saying. And maybe Muslims don't belong in government when Ilhan Omar said 9/11 was just something done by some people.
Government. She shares videos from Holocaust deniers, and she pals around with the leadership of the KKK. And her lawyer is Trump conspiracy theorist Lynn.
Oh no, on the side note of the KKK thing, let me pour this Kool-Aid. I'm real mad. I'm seriously furious. They're getting it out of me today. Alright. Joe Biden knows the Grand Wizard of the KKK. That was not a Photoshop picture. That was the actual Joe Biden, whose campaign initially was paid for by that man, riding in a car with the Grand Wizard of the KKK. But hold up. Let's keep going.
Would, because of course he is. Oh, Green also thinks that wildfires were started by a group of Jewish people who shot at California with lasers from space. To her adopted constituency, none of that mattered. Many of her voters knew all of that garbage before the election. A local Republican official even told Newsweek,
Wait, you mean people knew that she'd been lied about before the election? And you finna tell me she still won. She still won.
There's nothing she can do to lose my vote unless she murdered a baby or something. Well, she didn't murder a
Hey, she never murdered a baby. Just checking the facts.
baby. But she did harass a child about his friends being murdered.
17, 18-year-old public eye, not a child in terms of the law. He is a public figure. He did put himself out there. He wrote a book. Like, sorry, you don't get to hide behind just a child anymore. That's the same thing with a child actor who speaks out about politics. Like, better teach that kid what the right end of politics looks like, because you don't want a childhood actor speaking out about politics. It ruins their whole career. And look at that salty face. That looks like a ruined career.
That should count as or something. If her constituents knew all this and still elected...
Murdered a baby or something. Yes. She asked David Hogg about the shooting, and that should be equated to murdering a baby. Remember, this is CrossFit monster Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yeah. And she is a monster because she does CrossFit. You know who probably else is a monster? Because they probably get some CrossFit in. Yeah, the Hodge twins. Them boys is probably some monsters. They also doubt every aspect. Not every, no, I'm just kidding. But they probably cast some doubt on David Hogg doing this for some level of attention as well. Would that automatically qualify them as child murderer Marjorie Taylor Greene?
her anyway, she should be allowed to serve, and there's nothing we can do, right? Wrong. Here's how it actually works. Article 1, Section 5, Clause 2 of the United States Constitution says the following. Each House may determine the rules of its proceedings, punish its members for disorderly behavior, and, with the concurrence of 2/3...
Speaking of, today I watched the trial of Marjorie Green, where the rep explained that he offered to remove her from her seat, and that was not good enough for the Democrats. It's a nice try. Nice try, Steve Hofstetter. Basic, middle school, high school, graduate diploma, like public school, public access education level. Never bothered to use the ability to research with the internet for what you can really get away with, like how much research you can actually get done on these kinds of stories. Still bothers to put out videos regarding these stories. It just seems a bit rash to me, and it seems something like, I guess I wouldn't do it just because when I've brought links to my posts and my videos, like, you guys look at them, and I appreciate that. Like, I totally do. Sometimes those links even bring outside traffic in because, like, the link is what people are looking for, but it pulls up videos with those links. That's cool and all. I'm trying to, like, get a ton of viewership without outward linking and without having to be restricted in what I'm saying. Shit, even the, like, cussing, I don't really want to be restricted in. That's where I haven't monetized. That's where I do take the precautions necessary to keep my channel going and growing.
Expel a member. It's extreme, but it has happened once. And also 19 other times. Yes, 20 times Congress has expelled a member, including as recently as 2002. And 7 other times, Congress started the expulsion process, but the member resigned before they had a chance to be tossed. And one of those was in 2006. This is not some ancient holdover from the Civil War. 27 instances total, 6 of which have happened in my lifetime. So Congress does have the ability to expel her. But do they have a reason? Yes. For argument's sake, let's ignore the hypocrisy of someone with a documented history of extramarital affairs running on a platform of religious faith.
Oh, okay, hold on. See that? This is what we're going to talk about. He's doing an ad hominem attack, and you're taught this at a 4th grade level when kids make fun of you that you fire back. I don't know where she touched him, but if you wanted to, like, present that evidence to an officer, Mr. Hofstetter, that she has touched you and violated you in some way, I would appreciate it, but this is anecdotal to the video because you're trying to prove what a bad person she is. You're making a case about her extramarital affairs, which makes her a bad person. Do not disagree that. Okay. Now, what I do disagree about is you using it as a fact for why she should be expelled from Congress. That actually seems sexist, because I don't think you would make the same defense for yourself as a man. But when you see this in a couple weeks, you'll get to make that determination yourself.
Family values. The only religious thing about green is the cross in CrossFit. Form of
Oh, we gotta rewind a little.
documented history of extramarital affairs running on a platform of religious family values. The only religious thing about green is the cross in CrossFit.
See again, the CrossFit monster strikes. Taylor Green, CrossFit. Ha!
Let's ignore her disgusting harassment of assault victims, and the prejudiced comments, and the carpetbagging, and the
Green's embrace of conspiracy theories, a cancer. Here's the cool thing about conspiracy. I really loved conspiracy theory when I was younger, when my mind was developmental, and it really has provided a strength later in life. I can connect a lot more dots than the average person can, and hey, I'm cool with that. I can follow the money, I can follow the trail, and that's where I try to present you guys information that you guys may not be able to assess yourself. And there's little tricks that help, like thinking about the most likely scenarios that can happen and erupt. Now, I just want to note, look at the look on this guy's face. This does not look like someone who's having a good time. We here are having a good time. In fact, we having about this good of a time. Like, this good of a time. What is that? What are you doing there? Are you trying to say something? Like, what formation does it take for your mouth to get there? I've never seen this. I might have just picked a real good point to freeze to get that bad angle on this dude. But see, it doesn't feel good when someone just tears you down for, like, your visual or the optics of a situation. You might have a lovely personality, but I would never care to find out just the way you spoke about Marjorie Taylor Greene and are falsifying the information to fit your narrative. This is the important part about the left. They love to fit a narrative. I can't tell if he's a left-leaning individual or a right-leaning individual because the next video is the secret truth of PETA. I might have to dissect a few videos. I might go fucking follow up with that vegan teacher too. Y'all are having too much fun on that vegan teacher without me, and I might go follow up there, but I don't know. We'll have to see about all that. I'm not ready to be told to become a vegan because y'all don't know the kind of barbecue cookout I will record on a Saturday evening with my daughter just to piss that vegan teacher off. I don't think y'all understand. So maybe not fucking with the vegan teacher today. Whew, I don't know. Lord help me if I do decide to do all that though. But let's get back to it. I'm gonna stop making fun of this fool for his face.
Paranoid conspiracy theories. Let's even ignore the space laser one, which for me is pretty difficult to ignore. 23andMe says I am 99.1% Ashkenazi Jew.
Wow, you could have fooled me. I thought you was pretty much 100% ginger. That would be like Irish or something, or Scottish, but I'm not. Hey. Whew, you blew my mind. You convinced me. Can I see the results though, real quick, before you make that claim?
I had a bar mitzvah, and I don't have a space laser.
So instead of providing me the proof, you just said it? Who did this? The last Fohegan, Elizabeth Warren.
Maybe I'm just 0.9% short of getting one. But this is serious. Take out the prejudice from the space laser comment, and it's still completely unhinged.
But take out the prejudice from the fact you're 99.9% Jewish. Like, you guys clearly didn't just achieve that. Like, that was family inbreeding throughout years and years and years, and that might explain some of the deformations in the face that I was pointing out, like the way the mouth shapes. I'm not trying to be ugly. I'm just trying to say it's not like a good feeling. I hope you watch this and get some context as to how you're trying to destroy this person and how it could easily be used against you. When you got glasses, man, you never take the first shot in a fight. You take your glasses off. That way you can't use the line, you wouldn't hit a guy with glasses. You gotta go in there as a strong equal to the other person. If you go in there, you wouldn't hit a guy with glasses. You're getting hit. Like, what? No, you would. The guy obviously would. He didn't care. But, like, I'm telling you, you gotta get those suckers off and then you'll scare people. But, I mean, again, you are not the person to take shots at people for shallow things. It's not about how good you look or how fit you are. It's more about, morally, you're not a good person. You have a very ugly soul because, again, you're using CrossFit to condemn the woman.
Even if they were Unitarian space lasers.
This is also like, I'm picking at his weakest arguments. This would be another weak one. It's actually too weak-minded for me to pick at. There are lasers in space. The corporations who own them are predominantly Jewish CEOs. A majority of these lasers would not be capable of firing down on the Earth. Not in some way that's going to start fires. It's just not likely. Was there probably a mistranslation in what she said? Yes. Was it what she meant? Probably. I don't know. I can't tell. It's not my job. You know what I can tell? Is I can tell he's talking out of his ass because, again, today I watched the trial pertaining to Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, and it didn't go very well for this guy. Let me just put it like that.
She thinks that forest fires are started by space lasers, and she is on the
Again, misinterpretation of the facts or miscommunication of the facts.
Education Committee. But put all of that horrific behavior aside. Let's just...
Critical race educators have been a part of the education committee for years, and if critical race theory, if that doesn't bug you, people who support and actively push critical race theory into the schools and give rewards for schools that teach it, oof. Big oof.
Let's look at one thing. Marjorie Taylor Greene has repeatedly called for the execution of elected officials.
As did Lightfoot, as did Ilhan Omar, referring to 9/11 as some people did something. This is a dangerous game, and again, you're going to lose. You have more people who did things. They will not stop. There will be no stopping. They're not going to stop, and you're going to have to accept it. You need to start accepting that they're not going to stop. Not now, not after the election. This is never going to stop. That was Kamala Harris, so that's already 3. AOC lied about Ted Cruz coming to murder her, so that's 4. It is an ugly game, and you can't win because your side's been worse. Stop.
And that is enough. If someone at work threatened to murder you, you'd want them fired.
Wanting them fired and being able to get them fired are two different things. If someone threatened to murder me, I wouldn't stay at the same job because I'm not a weak-minded idiot. That might not be this man.
Especially if people actually stormed into your place of work and tried to murder you. The vast majority of
No one tried to murder anyone. In fact, they actually weren't around the people. This has been debunked already by the mainstream media. I don't need to debunk it.
people expelled from Congress have all been expelled for the same thing. Trying to overthrow the government. And that is what Marjorie Taylor Greene has encouraged.
She tried to overthrow the government or encouraged? Because if they were all thrown out for overthrowing the government, that means there was an active attempt made that would have only been stoppable, probably by their removal. I don't think she made an active attempt. I think the people acted on their own will, stopped trying to put a politician to it, and maybe accept that you're probably going to get into the same situation yourself if you don't start telling the truth.
Simply put, Marjorie Taylor Greene is not capable of doing the job she was somehow elected to do. And she needs to be fired, like she was on that stupid reality show. But what do I know? I should stick to comedy.
Oh, was that comedy? Oh my god! Oh my god! My nigga, that was not comedic at all. The only comedic part was you saying that was supposed to be comedy. Oh shit, no. Oh no. Oh lordy, no. I can't wait 2 weeks to release this. I'm gonna have to put these both out next week. Oh baby, no. I'm thinking Monday and Wednesday. Ooh, come back Monday and Wednesday and next. Oh, you won't even. The video will already be loaded. You'll already be here on Wednesday next week. This will be Wednesday. Oh, geez, I hope y'all have a great day, a good week, a good month, and a better year. This nigga really said he should stick to comedy. Said all that with his straight face and said he should stick to comedy. No! You ain't funny! Don't quit your day job! Oh my god! In the fucking Biden-Harris presidency, you ain't gonna get another one. Don't quit your day job. You gotta stay stupid if somebody threatened to murder you. Stay at your job if someone threatened to murder you. You ain't getting another one. Oh man, I'm so sorry.
Thanks for watching my videos on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. If you're watching this on Instagram, share it in your story. If you're on Facebook, kick in a couple of stars. Facebook stars is how creators on Facebook earn a living. And if you're on YouTube, throw in a comment or a like. If you'd like to see videos like this before anybody else, make sure to join my Patreon.
Oh no, see? Oh no, that's a scam, his Patreon. He just made that video today. Oh no.
Patreon.com/Steve Hofstetter.
Oh,
I'm not touring
goddamn
right
it.
now,
I
but
don't
I am
like
performing
doing
live
this,
at the Nowhere
but
Comedy
yeah.
Club. All digital
Oh,
shows.
my God.
NowhereComedyClub.com.
Yeah,
and
I'm
catch my
doing
live
it.
stream 4 days a week. Free on my YouTube.
Oh man. Yeah, that's false info, and that was a lot of false info. That was 6 minutes of false info. That was made so you guys go and incite something. I'm gonna bother reporting it. And you know what? Call me Ken. That was my dad's name too, so fuck off with all of that. But yeah, I'm the ultimate Ken. Oh my god. But after watching 6 minutes of that, 6 whole minutes, 5.5, but goddamn, I'm gonna stretch him that extra 30 seconds. He didn't even put out the whole 6. I'm done. That shit was stupid. I'm done with liberals. I'm done with liberalism. I mean, I was already sworn off of this shit. I'm just like done with the people now. Don't quit your day job. You are not a good comedian. Steve, don't. I want you to stay making money. But this is not the way, fam. Alright, y'all. I might cut this video down into 2 pieces, but shit, maybe not. Alright, I'm out.